This will be a simple video explaining how to make sure the pins on your male pattern will line up with the holes on your female pattern. To begin, you're going to want to create 3 pins using the extrude feature in SolidWorks with a fillet on top of each of the pins. You're also going to want to create holes in the parts in the female pattern using the extrude cut feature. To make sure that our pins line up with our holes, we're going to use an assembly file. To begin, we're going to insert both components of the parts, being the female hacksaw and the male hacksaw. Before we begin, we're going to come up here to the Hide All Types button, go to the down arrow by its side, and make sure that the View Temporary Axes button is turned on. What this will do is it'll create a nice axis of symmetry around every circular feature. So it'll create a nice little line here at the holes, but also create one at the pins as well. Next, I'm going to click on one of the parts, right-click it, and click Change Transparency. This will make it easier for us to see through the part so that we can make sure the pins are lined up with the holes. Next, I'm going to click Mate and begin by clicking one of the axis of symmetries for the pin and for the hole to line them up. I'm going to make sure this is a coincident mate and then click the green check mark. Once I've done that, as you can see, the part is able to move and the lines are lined up, but the part is also rotating. To fix this, I'm going to create another mate using another axis of symmetry at the pin and another axis of symmetry at the hole. Once again, we're going to make sure this is a coincident mate and click the green check mark. As you now see, the part is able to move. The part is able to move up and down, but it isn't rotating, which is what we want. Next, I'm going to line up the faces of the mate with each other so that they're right up against each other. Clicking that face and clicking this face. Again, we're going to make it coincident and click the green check mark. So as you can see, the top 2 holes are lined up very nicely with each other, but the bottom hole here doesn't appear to be lined up at all. To fix this, we're going to go back to the original part file. I'm going to edit the sketch to see if we can't line up the hole with the pin. Let's change this to 2.5. Is the sketch. And then we're going to go back to our assembly file. It'll ask you, since you've changed one of the parts, to rebuild the assembly. Go ahead and click Yes. Once we've done that, we're going to pull the assembly file up. And if we now look, the pin and the hole are lined up. Thank you for watching.